We're talking today about collaborating with architects. I'm coming to you from our Auto House project, and I've got a special guest with me, Matt Ficus. Matt, you're a professor at the University of Texas, and you're also the principal architect of MF Architecture. I want to have a conversation with you today about the relationship and the working relationship we have between architects and builders. So first, tell us about the traditional roles of architects and builders in their relationship.
Traditionally, architects and builders have a very contentious relationship. And part of that's to do with the expectation that an architect will go through all of their drawing work and the design work and then hand it off to the builder, and the builder is stuck with what the architect has designed. But on this project, during the schematic design phase, which is where we figured out the concept and the overall layout of the house, but we haven't figured out how it's going to be built, it's a great time to bring the contractor on board to help inform decisions and to help guide along the way. And as part of that process, we introduced the client to 3 different contractors that we thought could be a good fit in terms of personality and expertise. They obviously selected your firm because they found that it was a good fit as part of the team. And through that process, we were able to make very good decisions to stay within budget, to fit all of the wants and needs of the client as much as possible, and really work together as a collaboration rather than it being a battle back and forth.
Yeah, and ultimately, Matt, we think that that lands at a better project that's better built, and ultimately with a budget that the clients are expecting. And in this model, we're able to come in early. We actually charge a consulting fee for that early time. And we're able to give a high-level budget at the schematic design phase. And then as the design progresses, we can narrow that down to a more focused budget so that when we do get to the bidding phase, expectations are met, clients understand the scope and the spec, and it's going to meet their budget expectations. And that makes for a totally different project in my mind. So Matt, how does that process benefit the client?
Well, the client benefits from having a contractor on board earlier because they're able to prioritize better. Once they understand the relative costs of what things are coming out as, they've been able to decide, well, this is actually more important to us now that I understand the expense there, or less important, and you're able to understand where all the dials are, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a great example. And Matt, conversely to that, in the traditional model, the architect hands over the plans to the builder, and then clients don't see them again until the project's complete. I think that model is dead as well. In my projects, we push hard to make sure the architect is involved throughout the construction process. And in fact, in our projects, we're meeting either weekly or bi-weekly with the whole team, with the client and the architect and my build team, so we can review process, so we can make sure that the client and the architect's expectations are being met. And frankly, I love having the architect on the job as a second set of eyes, because sometimes we'll miss something as a contractor that the architect will pick up that maybe was in the design or the structurals, or maybe it's just a quality expectation. And it's so much easier for us to correct that early rather than late in the process. Any comments on that process, Matt?
Even the most thorough set of construction documents, no matter how complete an architect's drawings are, there's room for interpretation. And it's important for an architect to be involved in that construction process to make sure that things are being done properly, both for the quality and the qualitative aspects of experience and aesthetics. And so by having routine meetings on site, you're able to troubleshoot in a much more effective way rather than after problems have been detected down the road, then trying to solve and rip things out. You're instead figuring things out in advance and getting out ahead of the process.
Matt, any final benefits you can think of in being collaborative with architects and builders?
I think the biggest benefit is just that it's fun. It's just fun to work together and not against one another, but to actually to try to respect each other's position and expertise, and to find ways to solve problems together. And I think our projects are better for it because they are a blend of different perspectives and different bits of expertise. It's part of what we enjoy doing. We enjoy coming out to the projects and seeing them be built.
Matt, I couldn't agree more. If you're building a project that's going to be around for generations to come, why not have fun? These clients, this was a dream project of theirs that they've thought about for years. It should be a fun and collaborative process, and we've so enjoyed working with you guys. If you want more information on Matt's firm, you can visit mfarchitecture.com. You can also follow these guys on social media. They are the kings. They've got like 5 million followers on Facebook. And of course, you can follow the progress on this house at #AutoHouse on both my feed and Matt's firm. We'll see you next time on The Build Show.